Hey guys, so I'm going to top this off. Oh, she's so pretty. What's so good about it, the last couple of days has rained. And that rain has did so well to this planter. Now, when it starts watering, we have it hooked up, it's set up. And once it starts watering, it cuts on and off on its own. What we're going to do now, we're going to go over to some of the other pots. We're not going to finish them with soil. I'm going to finish them up. But I'm going to show you how we sow our seeds so you can take a look at it. Let's take a look at this one. So this is the first one. And this is the Giant Noble. Let's do it over here. Same thing. Giant Noble. So we're going to get seeds around. I know, I sometimes don't care. I'm just dropping them in here. This bag was specifically bought to get my microgreens. So I know that I'm buying it. If I wanted to, I'll let it go to a bulk. And I'll be able to get the seeds from that last crop. This is it. So this is the Giant Noble. Again, this is a wonderful spinach with a delicious taste. You can eat the stems, you can eat the leaves, you can have a heyday on this. What we're doing now is the butterscotch crunch lettuce. I asked my wife, I said, Sharon, what do you want over here? And she thought that butterscotch crunch would be a good variety to have, and that's what we're doing. So the lettuce seeds are really tiny. They're so small. Another thing about, what was in here? So last year in this soil, well, no, this is one of the older ones. So last year in this pot, we might have grown something else. This says Jade Cross, so Brussels sprouts. But let's put that aside. So they're very tiny seeds. And so they're so fun to work with. So fun to work with. So we just try them and just move them around, see what we can get from this. There you go. Look how tiny they are. Oh my God. People say, Darren, why don't you just get a spreader? That's so true. Maybe I should. Well, we're going to do this together and see what happens. There's nothing like doing it together. You can't go wrong when you do it together, right? Let's just give it a little good fishing. Now, when I buy my plants, I'm seeding this, but when I buy my plants, I don't have to go through this process. Once I get the plant in, I just push it into a petal pot, and that's it. But these microgreens are so fun to grow. Now, let's try this one. This is the red stem spinach seed. Now, so we're not going to fill them up like we did before. We're just going to do the seeds so you guys will see what's going on. But the red stem, the Malabar spinach seeds, are really, really delicious. It has a very, very unique taste. Very, very unique taste. And we think this is a winner. You'll like this. We love the leaves. We love the amount of leaves that you'll get this. But this is a really good, I think this is part, I hope I'm saying this correctly, it's part of the viney family. So it's a spinach vine that comes out. Most of your spinach, they're cool weather plants, and you really grow them early like we're doing right now. But this grows in, I would say more like you have spring, maybe more in the summer, and it's able to withstand bolding even during the summertime. But I'm going to find out how well it works early this year. So we're going to give it a try in these torpedo pots here. We're just going to show you how to sow them, and then you finally can come back and do what you want to do. So I'm just going to sparingly drop them in here. I just want to see what happens. I'm not going to do, because these are viney type plants, and I don't want them to, and they may take longer to grow. So really I'm just testing them out and see what happens, see if I want to grow it. I know they're food, and I know that's really great. I know I can eat them and they're edible. I just wanted to determine what they look like when I grow them in this environment. We're going to put them in some of our taller torpedo pots, and you're going to love it because it turns like a big Christmas tree, you know, with these plants themselves. But yeah, we're just going to spiritually do it. And people are asking, why you put so many seeds into, you know, a planter like that small planter? I'm densely populating the seeds in here as I am the other two planters. And one of the reasons why is because I want you to understand this. You have to ask yourself, how much, well, don't ask yourself this question because it's mind-boggling. But how much soil does it take to grow a plant? I mean, it seems like a very interesting question, right? Something that somebody would have investigated and take a look at. But I want to throw that question aside because we really don't need to ask that question. We're beyond that at this point. It's too late to ask that question. What we need to ask ourselves is, what are the constituents in the soil's job in growing your plants? Because if you understand what's happening underneath the surface, then good chances you'll find out what's wrong with your gardening problems. Correct your plants in a torpedo pot. The torpedo pot creates a sustainable environment for your plants. It grows any and everything. I don't care what it is, it will do it. If you're hungry, if you want to grow food in your garden for the cheapest price in the world, nothing in the world beats torpedo pot. All right, so let's move on. So we did that.